Hi everyone, it's Sylvia Kuchena here. So let's talk about fear today because so many of us live our life but then yet don't realize that fear is the driving force of everything that we do. So, how can we understand fear? What really is fear? Fear as such doesn't have to be like you being afraid literally all of the time and being nervous wreck. Fear can slip into your life through actions or lack of actions. So let's say you have dreams. Let's say you want something, you have one desire that you have dreamed about that all of your life, and yet you don't do anything about it. You don't do anything about it because you're afraid that you will fail in it, and then it'll be no longer, so that dream will disappear. And then what are you going to be left with? Sometimes you know that what you want, you know what are your dreams, but yet you do nothing about them. You do nothing because you procrastinate and you give yourself all of the excuses why not to do them. Fear also can stop you from making decisions. So let's say you're in the job that you don't like. You're in a relationship that you're not happy. You're living somewhere where you don't feel it. It's not you. And yet you don't do nothing about it. Maybe you want to go back to college. Maybe you have been a young mom like me, where you didn't get to go to college, but college was something that you always wanted to do. But somehow, something inside you is stopping you from doing that, from going there, signing yourself up for your dreams. That is fear. That means fear is ruling your life. Not you. Not you. Fear is. Fear took complete control over your life. Fear took control of who you are, what you do, and how you feel. There's no longer you. There's no longer the real you. And yet you make yourself believe that that is okay. You made yourself believe that living a fearful life, it's okay. It's normal. It's not. That is not normal. There's so much more. You have your dreams for a reason. You have your desires for a reason. Your desires are not coming from your logic. They're coming from your heart, from your soul. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do to change that? Let me tell you a story. There was time in my life where I felt very vulnerable, very lost, confused, and I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I was 18 and I had my son, and that's about that. That's all what I had. It was a very difficult time. My parents, of course, they were not happy, and I have been told that That's it. You're on. Your life just ended. This is it. You're end. Finito. You finished. Your life just ended. And I remember going home with the boogie. And I as was putting my son to bed, I was telling myself, this can't be it. That there is more. I told myself, I don't know how, but I will find a way to be happy. I will find a way to be happy for both of us. I didn't know how. I couldn't. Young woman with a son living alone. Yeah. I remember I told myself, that's not it. That's not the end. I refused to take that comment of my life just ended as my own truth. I refused to take that. For me, for my son, for our family. So, after 1 year, I went to college. My partner, husband, he stayed with our child at home so I could study. And I was afraid. I didn't know how it all will end, but I knew one thing, that moment, it was not the end. I was thinking to myself, how can this be the end if I haven't even started properly yet? So, as I said, I made a plan for myself, for where I want to be. And did that work out? Not quite to what I planned. I have finished my law degree, I have that. Then we moved cities. And then I find out it wasn't it. It's like, oh my goodness. 5 years of studying. Now I'm working what I thought I wanted to do. And it's not that. And I hated it. I didn't like it. I didn't feel it. It was not me. Okay. So how to admit that in front of me? Never mind my husband, but how to admit that in front of myself? How would I allow myself to really feel, shit, you made a mistake. That degree was not meant for you. It's not you. Again. I stayed in that job for 9 months. I left. I couldn't stay there. It was taking so much out of me that I was losing the last bit of me. I left. During that time, I already have signed up for a second degree. And for day one, I fell in love in that course. I knew that's what I meant to do. I felt that with all of my heart. I knew. It was difficult time. It was very difficult time. I had loads of ups and downs throughout my life. But I never once allowed fear to control me. Was that easy? No way. No way. It wasn't. But where I am today, I can say it was worth it. Today, it's a different story for me. Today, I'm a very successful woman. Strong, confident, but most of all, I love my life. I love who I have become for my children, for my husband, for my clients. I have embraced myself before I could embrace my life and what I have desired. I had to embrace who I was or who I wanted to be first before I could be where I am now. So how can you embrace your life? How did I do that? How did I embrace who I was without even knowing who I was? At 18, there's no way anyone can know fully who they really are. They can have an idea, but did you know yourself when you were 18? I had my dreams. I knew what I wanted. And my desires were bigger than my fears. I was afraid as don't know what. I was afraid and I still did what I believed I had to do to get what I wanted, to get where I wanted to be. And with all of that, having, this is very emotional for me, I want you to know that. This is very deep for me because I feel I'm not only sharing a story of mine, but also a piece of me that comes from my heart. My dreams were always very important to me. Dreams were an escape for me, an escape from the real world, an escape from the traumas I had experienced throughout my childhood and more. But was I not afraid? I was. But it's what I'm trying to say here is that it's so easy to stop. It's so easy to allow fear to stop us from becoming who we really meant to be here. It's so easy to fall into the trap of believing that fear is bigger than you are. It's so easy to fall into the trap of illusion that fear somehow exists out there, and the world is so scary, and we are so small, like chicken nuggets. And my god, like I'm this small person, and the fear is so big, the world is so big, the life is so scary. Get me back out of here, like I don't want to be here. This is too much for me to handle. I'm feeling overwhelmed all the time. And then you feel anxious, and then you feel like you can't do stuff, you can't dream anymore, because your dreams are even more scary, because it means you'd have to face your fears. And then what then? No. Forget about the dreams. I'm just going to close myself off, feel anxiety, and that's it. That's it. Here is the question for you, the same question I have asked myself when I was 18. Is that it? Are you willing to accept that this is it? This is the end? Is that how you want to live for the rest of your life? Is there really nothing more for you? You see, when you are afraid of any feelings at all, if you are afraid but you don't want to admit to yourself that you're afraid, and you cover that fear with something else, and then that feeling with something else and something else, and the layers of emotions are growing so much that now you're so much disconnected from the fear that you don't even know that you are afraid. But there's so many of other emotions that now all what you feel is anxious. Maybe you would have panic attacks. Now you completely don't understand where is this all coming from. It's coming from because you have detached yourself from your soul and from your desires. It's coming from because you're not truthful with who you really are. You're not truthful with yourself. And when you have so many layers of different emotions that is covering up the main emotion, which is in this case fear, your life becomes fearful. You are nothing but fearful person. There is fear all over. Fear becomes your driving force. Every decision that you will make, you will first check, is this safe? Am I too afraid? Is it too scary? If it's too scary, you want to do it. If it feels too risky, you won't do it. If it feels out of your comfort zone, you won't do it. And then you will give yourself all of those excuses for your ego to make yourself feel better for not doing it. Is that how you want to live? Is that how you want your life to be? Based on fear? I hope you said no. What it would be like? Have you ever asked yourself what it would be like if you would love your life? Have you ever asked yourself what it would be like for you if you would really appreciate yourself, the person you are, and the life you're living? How would that feel? Can you even imagine that? If you can't feel it, can you imagine it? And then with your imagination, activate your feelings? What it would be like if you were really happy. But happy to the extent of fulfillment, of peace of mind, of internal happiness, not looking anymore for external validations, not looking anymore for people to make you feel better, because you yourself, you have failed. You have failed yourself by being truthful with yourself, by allowing fear or the illusion of fear to control you. So external validations is nothing more, but it's another looking away at what is really happening at you. You don't feel good, so you're looking for that. And your mind will do everything to help you survive that. So this is why internally you will look for external validations for you to survive that. Your ego is like a guard. Oh, he doesn't feel now good about himself. Oh, she's going down the hill. Oh, quick, looking for external validations. Oh, there it is. We got a compliment. Someone just said it like this. Oh, we got invitations for a dinner. Now, whew, I'm saved. Are you? Are you really? Do you really need to be saved? When will you start living your life? Life that is based on love. Life that is based on fulfillment. Life that is happy, that you are in love so much of this life that you don't want anything. This is your heaven. Heaven on earth. Can you imagine having that? What is your biggest dream? Imagine you haven't that. Imagine you have your dream. Don't allow your logic now to tell you, but if that's not possible, or try to calculate how can you make it happen. Just feel yourself having that dream fulfilled. Yes, you have it. It's ready. Now, there you go. How does that feel? You can have that. You can have your dream life. You can have whatever you want. You can be whoever you want to be. All what you have to do is believe in yourself. All what you have to do is work a little bit on your confidence. But I'm too afraid, and oh my god, you're talking about confidence. Stay with me. Believing in yourself, providing a safe space for you to be, which is your body, yourself, listening to yourself, knowing yourself, allowing yourself to go there, to be you, to get to know who you really are. Believing in yourself will help you pursue any dream that you dreamed of, any desire that you want. And you can have that. You can. With my work, I'm observing way too many people who are allowing fear to take control over their life. I'm seeing that every single day. This is why I'm talking to you, because I want to empower you. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel that you can do this. And if what I said today somehow resonates with you, if somehow you felt it deep inside, then I have something for you. I have created a Fearless Soul. Yes, exactly, Fearless Soul Masterclass, where I'm teaching you how to believe in yourself, how to let go of limiting beliefs, how to let go of your past and start looking into the future of a new self you. Yes, we will program your subconscious mind with a brand new self-concept. I will give you a proper techniques of how to set the goals. So then you know step by step what to do. I have also attached meditation affirmations for you that are specially designed with this masterclass. So you will exactly know how to connect with yourself, how to listen to yourself. There's also a workbook that will help you reflect on your journey and what you are at. So it will help you. It's like a glue. The workbook is like a glue to what you have learned, what you felt, and now all of a sudden that becomes physical. Now you can touch it, you can see it. I really designed the whole program for you to get the best results ever, for you to start believing, for you to start loving your life. There's also a bonus where, yes, we will be touching the power of love, how to embrace love, how for you to become a loving person, how for you to become and love your life. All of that combined together with your willingness to change, you will have the best results ever. I don't want to see people who are struggling, who are so afraid of life. I want people to feel empowered. I want you to feel like you can do anything. I want you to feel your limitless possibilities. I want you to feel like you're unstoppable, that you can do it. You can lead by giving examples to your kids. You can help them dream yourself by showing them that you're doing it. But for that, you got to embrace who you are and let go of any limiting beliefs that you before had about yourself, about life. So the choice is yours, whether you want your life to be controlled by fear, or do you want your life to be controlled by love and really nice, empowering emotions of happiness, of fulfillment, of peace of mind? That is yours. Your decision to make. For now, that's it. For now, my job is finishing here. So, have a lovely day, everyone, and I will see you very soon.